What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Just the Fellas podcast. This is episode 3. We thank y'all for rocking with us once again. I'm Daryl.
I'm Dom.
Get your popcorn ready as usual. So we at the Troisieme Cafe out here in Wilmington, Delaware. That's 200 Concord.
Oh, say that again?
Troisieme?
I like that. But go ahead. I like the name.
The Troisieme Cafe, Wilmington, Delaware, 200 Concord Ave. Some of the best, not only coffees, treats, but you got vibes, you got some cool gear. As you can see, I got a sweatshirt on, you know what I'm saying?
Don't look at me. Why? Because I didn't buy a hoodie. I meant to buy the hoodie, all right? I just didn't get to it. I was getting Just the Fellas t-shirts made.
Cool too.
So you gonna give me the eye?
Nah, we got some gear over there, so before we leave, he gonna have to grab something from off.
Definitely gonna grab something,
you know what I'm saying? But yo, episode 3. How you been feeling about this thing, man? I've been having a good time with this. I feel chains breaking, being able to be honest. I'm enjoying myself. What about you?
I've been excited for every episode though. Like every episode coming, I feel like I've been ready to get to the next episode because I even talked to you about it. You know what I mean? Like we had a conversation. What was that, last week? Mm-hmm. I was like, "Yo, what we doing? We got no episodes coming on, and I know people have been waiting. So, you know, we gotta get it out there, man. We're gonna come. We're gonna stay consistent. We're gonna keep going. Every episode is gonna be just as good as the last. So
I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. He pressed me hard. We was chilling the other day. He pressed me like, yo, why we not doing more episodes? To all my editors out there, get in the comments. Let this man know it's not easy and it's not fun having to edit anything, let alone like an hour worth of content. So let him know, you know what I mean? Because he don't know what's up.
The excuses. Yo, the excuses is real.
All right, the consistency.
It came about the episode coming out.
The consistency will be there. We're gonna grind and get these joints out for y'all, but as usual, it's gonna be quality over quantity. That's what we're shooting for. So anyway, 103, we on the go. We got NBA playoffs that just started. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk a little bit about that before we start getting into the meat and potatoes of the episode.
I mean, I watched a little of the game the other day.
Which game?
Joel Embiid definitely showed out. He was definitely there. He hit a couple jump shots. Maxey played great. I also watched the Laker game. Zion was working, man. Working. Then he got hurt. This nigga gonna stay healthy, man, and save his life.
Bro, he was going
I don't know if he need to lose weight. He need to take some steroids or something. This motherfucker,
he looked in shape to me, though.
Huh?
He looked like a tank. Like, he looked in shape to me. He dropped 40 plus.
So I'm saying, his body went to like shut down mode. He's like, all right, 40, that's it. We done. We done for the night.
Somebody gotta help him. They be hyping up Brandon Ingram like a mug, man. And I feel like he done made a career off of looking like Kevin Durant. He gotta do something, man. Like, he really gotta do something.
He gotta do something?
Yeah,
I mean, Kevin Durant, I feel like too is that with Kevin Durant too, man, he let me down. Like, I feel like he should just be way better than where he's at.
KD?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Man, I just feel like he's not vocal enough, and him playing with people that can score, but he a scorer too. So like, he just needs to like demand the ball more. Like, yo, give me the rock. Like, stop sitting there always being like just passive on everything. Like, when you sit down, or you sit on the bench, like, yo, give me the ball. Like, don't shoot shit. Give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he be trying to let everybody else get they shots off and do shit, and I just be like, yo, take over. Like, just demand it. You know what I'm saying? Vocally. Like, don't sit there and be like, I'm just gonna play, and if I hit 40 tonight, I hit 40. Like, no. Like, nigga, demand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I feel like he more, like, even when he played with Russell, it was like, I'm gonna let Russell get off, let him do his thing, da-da-da-da-da. But like, just demand that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about Clay? How you feel about Clay? No points?
Yeah, he ain't have no. He went 0 for 10 in the elimination game the other night, and that was
elimination game
that
too.
Was a good look. But if I'm Clay, I'm gonna go out on my sword. He went out. You know what I mean, he ain't missed 5 and was like, all right, I ain't shooting no more. I'm gonna try to do something else. He kept trying to shoot, and he wound up making himself look bad. But if I'm a shooter,
it was a do or die situation,
Yeah, shoot. So you.
And if he didn't shoot, then motherfuckers would have been mad. You do shoot, you miss, motherfuckers is mad. But you only good as your last game though. So everybody forget about all the other years and all the other shit he did. They don't care about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they only look at you and be like, what would you do last time though? And then y'all got eliminated because of you. You know what I mean? Like everybody, I don't know, but like I feel like everybody or a lot of people put the blame on him for losing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think people are just tired of that dynasty. So like, it's a lot of people happy to see it seemingly come to an end.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like with the Patriots. Even though I never liked the Patriots, but they had a fan base that just grew out of nowhere when they were winning. But after a while, it just seemed like people. Yeah, of course. But it seemed like people turn on you after a while. You know what I mean? They get tired of it. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure a lot of them is, you know what I mean?
Eagles fans.
Fair weather fans. What? Eagles fans? What they got to do with it?
Y'all win. Y'all go win 5 games straight. Y'all be like, as soon as y'all lose again, you be like, those bum ass dudes, I hate these motherfuckers. How'd they lose? You be like, yo, they just won 5 games straight. They not gonna get no losses. Y'all don't expect no losses to come out this game. Y'all just gonna go the whole season with 0 losses.
Are you an Eagles fan?
I just watch football. I just watch sports, bro.
So that means
but I just listen to, like, when I listen to talk radio, that's all I ever hear. It's just negative. Like, it don't matter whether they score, they be winning or whatever. It don't matter. Like, they could win on a winning streak, and they still gonna say something bad. I'm like, they got lucky that last game. Then the next game, they be like, shh. They barely won that one, and then it always be something. They be like, yo, just give them the win, bro. Like, give motherfuckers, like, just be like, yo, that was a good job. Like, y'all played a good game. That's what's up. Y'all won. That's it. Like, why got to be something extra?
Listen, for the Eagles, I don't care how they get the win as long as they get it. But every time they lose, I can tell you from experience, it feel like you just got shot in the chest. I have bad weeks. As soon as they lose, I know it's gonna be a bad.
Motherfucker don't even want to go to work.
Bruh, don't want to go to work.
I don't want to go to work.
Here come the Dallas Philly fans. Now they all showing up. They all got something to say. Dallas could be 0 for 6. They still, as soon as the Eagles lose, here they come. Bet you y'all ain't getting no free coffee this week. I don't even drink it. But no, okay, so, all right, you went Eagles. We got the draft coming up. You been paying attention to that?
No. Told y'all we working. What you want me to tell you? Told y'all be working, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can speak on it, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna fucking listen.
So anyway, for the draft, I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Eagles always go linemen. We might do that. I don't really want to do anything offensively. I think our offense is stacked.
How you feel about your quarterback?
Love Jalen Hurts. I got no issue with
Some people saying he sold out. I don't know why. I feel like the bull. Like when I seen him playing, I feel like my man was playing. Like he was giving it his all.
Yeah, I mean, he had a Hall of Fame season the year before we went to the Super Bowl, so it's hard to do
Better than that.
everything he did. You know what I mean? Coming back, most of the time,
Y'all the hardest motherfuckers to please.
Most of the time, when you lose a Super Bowl, you don't even make the playoffs the next year. So we was on our way. So it just seemed like something happened that we don't know about. But anyway, as far as like Jalen Hurts, I'm happy to have him. Hell, I was happy to have Carson until the train fell off the tracks on that joint. But then we got Jalen, and you know what I mean? I'm good with that.
Bull seemed like a solid person though. Like just all the way around
teams
the
that
board.
don't have a good quarterback, and you can't do nothing without a good quarterback.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Y'all got a good quarterback though.
Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying?
we got weapons for him. So to answer your question, I'm happy with him. But that's why for the draft, I don't want to really do anything offensively. I wouldn't even mind if we traded the pick and did like what we did when we got A.J. Brown and kind of trade that to Denver for Pat Surtain. And get Bradbury the freak out of here because we can't do that. We can't do that. He was Byron Maxwell burnt toast. He was Nnamdi Asomugha burnt toast last season, bro. And we can't do that. We can't. I don't want no holes. So, but get up on your sports though, bro. Listen. We're gonna talk about sports a little bit.
I don't care about that. But you talking about, did you watch the games? No, I didn't watch every game, motherfucker. And I can't, like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like,
all right, last sports question, and we circling back to basketball. All right, your finals matchup. What you think is going to be East-West?
Shit. I think it's going to be an upset. I think it's going to be a weird year. It's already everybody getting hurt. Edwards got hurt, right?
Nah, he good. He actually, at the time of this recording, they just beat the Suns in Game 1.
Okay. I would like to see my man in
Edwards?
I would like to see him.
You got an East.
Who you got?
Who I got? I don't got Ant. I like him. I do like Ant Edwards, but I think he's too young. And I think the same thing even for the Thunder. I always like underdog teams like that.
Yeah.
Especially in the West, because we ain't really got to worry about it until it's the finals. But for me, I got the Sixers and the Nuggets. I got the Sixers and the Nuggets, and my upset is going to be the Sixers meeting the Lakers. That's my finals matchups.
If Joel don't get fucking hurt.
Yeah.
God damn, every game you be looking at him like, please.
You know what though?
Don't do nothing.
You know what though? Now you said him and Maxey had a good game the last game. I think you were probably referencing the game before last, because that one, the play-in game, they played okay. Before that, every game that Joel has been back, he's been dominant. He's been wanting the ball.
But the game I guess the first game he came, right. Was it the first game he came back? I don't know, whatever game it was, but I know he was like more of like, he wasn't physically aggressive. Like he was playing smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think they was like, you know what I mean, you trying to catch.
But I think he was still hurt though. He was just trying to play.
Your wind. You know what I mean? You still running up and down that court.
Yeah.
You're trying to get out there and still trying to play a full game like he never left. But I thought he did well all the rest of the regular season games. That playing game scared me a little bit, because it gave like last year's playoffs where like he had bad body language. He was kind of looking for somebody to save him, and Maxey wasn't having a great game.
I don't think he was doing that last game though.
I think he did, because that's when Batum went off. If Batum doesn't go off, we lose that game most likely. And you know, who knows? But I just thought, I hope that's a wake-up call, because I don't want to see that. Real quick. We'll talk about rap beef. Obviously, you got Drake, Future, Kendrick. I mean,
your man Cole, right?
And J. Cole kind of exited.
He said sorry, and then he walked off. Nigga said, I don't want no beef. I like chicken, nigga. I don't want no beef.
Listen, man.
I don't want no problems. I'm not going to no rap beef, and I'm about to go apologize to you. So how you feel about that?
I was going to leave this alone, because I wasn't even going to mess with him. Because look, honestly, it remind me of me, like always just apologize for something just to get it. Like, I don't care about this enough to even be going through this all the time. So I'm just going to apologize whether I feel like I'm wrong or I'm right, and I'm getting the freak out the way. So I kind of feel like it was one of those situations, but I don't know. I guess as far as like this is concerned, I guess it sucks because it kind of left Drake by himself. I ain't seen Kendrick on no more than 20 days.
And I'm not gonna lie though, bro. I'm Drake. I'm like, you left me, bro. Like, I do it by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't asked for it though.
But he be talking like he could do whatever.
I wish he would have stayed in though, because I actually like it. I enjoy it, and it's not like ain't nobody getting hurt. These ain't street ninjas. You know what I mean? It's just some of the top lyricists that's in it right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just in it, you know, selfishly for good music. It's hard to find good music. I need stuff to work out to. When Future and whatchamacallit,
they don't come out with music like that
drop
no more,
that joint,
man.
I got a good workout. I'm in this joint 4 in the morning.
Stop. Yeah. Stop. You look crazy.
Bro.
You look crazy, huh?
I'm just saying. Selfishly, I like that type of stuff. And
I'm tired of listening to the same fucking songs. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's hard with streaming because you put something down fast. You know, these days music does, you know, last like spoiled milk, man. It's just you get something new and it's next week you ain't listening to it no more. Oh, that's why I do like this. I hope they keep, you know what I mean, keep it going. Actually, I hope they switch it up again, because Kendrick not Kendrick, Cole wound up being on part 2 of Future and Metro's album. So it would be dope if they mess people up again, and you got What a Time to Be Alive 2. They switched it up and they did their joint album.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick and Cole actually did drop a joint album, you know what I mean, and did something like that. That ain't gonna happen, but that would be dope.
I'd like to see that.
But anyway, off that, you know what I mean, thank y'all, music, sports, and I want to ask you, you know what I mean, now, it's kind of settled in, like, you know, a lot of people that are entrepreneurs now, I would say. I know I do that I didn't know, which is a good thing, But I will say since COVID, it's kind of been a skyrocket.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean, and people picking up something and believing in themselves. How you feel about entrepreneurship? Because you're one yourself. I consider myself one.
Yeah, you definitely one. It's so many angles to it.
Mm-hmm.
So many angles, man. Like, it's so many things to look out for, watch your back on. It's like being in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a business, motherfuckers hate. You got a business, people tell you shouldn't do certain shit. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then just learning the ins and outs, right? And it's like different levels to that. So even with having a car wash, right? Like, you got to know what products to use, what's the best products to use, and then that shit constantly changes too, right? Mm-hmm. You got different waxes, different soaps, different tire shines, different shampoos, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then you got the other side of it, the money management. You know what I mean? You got to do taxes. You got to pay bills, your personal bills, and knowing how to pay your bills, because your money not guaranteed every day or every week, like when you got a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Right. So when you got to pay a rent or a mortgage, and you got to pay a car note, you know what I'm saying? Or you got to pay your bills, or you even want to buy yourself something, man, like buying a pair of sneaks or anything like that shit is like, you're like, all right, I got this extra money, but what do I do with it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, and then you got then you want your savings account. But is your savings account really a savings account for you, or is it savings account for something messing up in your business? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you stretching out your money way more, rather than you get 95 and you go in there and you go, shit, I only gotta go to work every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know my check coming at the end of the week. I know what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That shit guaranteed. So you know you gonna make $1,000 a week. You're like, all right, well, I already know my money going. I can kind of plan it out ahead of time. You can plan it out 2 months in advance. You know what I'm saying? But like when you entrepreneur, like shit, you might have a good week. You might make 5,000. Then you might have a shitty week. You only make 300. You know what I'm saying? Like then you sit there like, shit, I got bills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you made that $5,000, but you can't ball out like you want to, because next week might come. You might be like, shit.
Yeah.
I ain't make no money. You know what I mean? So month to month, week to week, day to day, month to month, year to year, it's all just different, man. And I think a lot of it is, I think the one thing for me that I've been learning is put all the effort in, but just have faith in it. You know what I'm saying? Like blind faith. Like you doing it and being like, yo, it's gonna work. Cause you stressing about it ain't fucking helping you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you stressing it and putting it and being like, I gotta go. I hope I get clients. I hope I get customers. You be like, yo, it's, you know what I mean? It's gonna work. Just have faith and be confident in yourself, and then go from there.
Yeah. I feel like you would have to, like, solely working for yourself, you know. And I'll give a disclaimer. Like, even though I consider myself in business, I still have a 9 to 5, so I got something to fall back on. So I'm not fully in that realm of like, yo, like if I have a bad week, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I gotta figure out what's going on. Like I do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do understand, like, that's a heavy burden.
Don't get a client, bro. And I hate this shit. Like, you get clients for like the day you had your whole day planned out or your week planned out, and they be like, yo, I got canceled. You be like, you be standing there, you be like, bro, all right. And I just want to say something to like everybody out there, man. Like, if you doing your thing and you believe in what you're doing, just do it. Don't listen to nobody, man. Because at the end of the day, Don't nobody gotta sit there at night when you sitting there regretting of you not doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And make your mistakes, not somebody else's mistakes. Somebody tell you don't do it or go this route or no, man. Do that shit the way you want to do it and the way your vision is. Do your research or whatever it is, but whatever it is you're trying to do what you need to do for you. Cause can't nobody tell you the best way of being you or doing what you want but you. That's it.
That's facts. And everybody got an opinion for you. Even people that ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. Motherfucker don't know how to wash a car and tell you, yo, I wouldn't buy that. You be like, why not? Just heard it wasn't good. You be like, shut the fuck up.
Facts.
Because it's like you taking advice from somebody that hasn't done it or is not doing it, right? And then so like you taking this advice, like take advice from somebody that you want to be like. Mm-hmm. I'd rather do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I take advice from a professional basketball player if I want to play basketball, right? Yeah. You're not gonna take advice from a motherfucker that's playing at the courts down the street. At the schoolyard.
I bet you somebody has done it.
Playing some low top dunks.
There you go, well.
You know what I'm saying? They can't shoot no jump shot and he telling you how to, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Take advice from somebody that you admire or that you see that where you want to be at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way to go. Like, and then copy that shit. What's wrong with it? Shit, the shit's been copied over and over again.
Yeah. All right, before we get too far, I want to introduce y'all to another entrepreneur and the owner of the Troisieme Cafe. One of the smartest people that I know and wisest as well, because there is a difference. I seen my man go from custom garments to a custom coffee experience to mixing them both. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sell them short. It's my homie James Bradford III. Once again, welcome, brother. Appreciate you coming through.
You brothers having me.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate y'all stopping through the shop, and I really like what y'all doing. First few episodes have been amazing, so I'm glad to be here.
Appreciate that.
You subscribed, right?
I did.
All right, I'm just checking, man.
I be on everybody.
Stay fresh with somebody about subscribing.
From every email account I got.
All right, cool.
So, in the business, we talking about building business and just kind of educating not only ourselves, but hopefully being a help to at least one viewer out there somewhere. I would say you have a very successful, coffee business, been successful in everything I've seen you apply yourself to. I learned a lot from you, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
So right now we talking about, building, sustaining a business and a brand. To you, like, what does that mean? Especially, being in it for, how long you been doing this now, James?
Well, the clothes I started in like 2008, so sophomore year college. But coffee's been about 2 years now. The building the brand part, in my opinion, it's just having people recognize who you are and what you bring to the table, and can point to something that is distinct about you and what you're bringing to it. The clients, customers, other businesses even know that, oh yeah, that's them. You know it from either sight, sound, smell even. You can, it's distinctful.
Cause you want to make it you, like.
Yeah.
We talked on the episode about people like trying to copy and trying to take, you know what I mean? But you want to be definitely not only distinguished, but like it's annoying to see somebody try to jack your stuff. You know what I mean? So you do want to make that as hard as possible in some aspect.
But also too, like you should take that. I feel like you could look at it both ways though, man. You could take that and be like, oh yeah. Like yeah, exactly.
You doing something right?
Yeah, if you trying to steal my shit, yeah, I should be doing something good then. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely doing something right. So
I was gonna say to that point where, you know, they say what is it? When people copy you, it's a form of flattery.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can either take it positively or negatively. It depends on your perspective. If you wanted to be a boost, like yeah, man, yeah, they jacking, they got that from me, or it's like, oh man, they stealing my stuff now. Ain't nobody gonna buy it from me. Like it's all about perspective. And then in business, you just gotta have a level mind on what your goal is. So if that's not a core part of your business, if they take it, doesn't really matter. So if you're gonna spend your time worrying about somebody taking something that don't really matter to your business, knowing what your values are is more important than worrying about other people.
Yeah, and stuff you can't control.
Yeah. But like, how'd you get into coffee though?
Nespresso. So I'm not a coffee connoisseur at all. By no means. I enjoy a cup of coffee, but I couldn't tell. I'm getting better now. I can kind of get into the weeds with it a little bit. But Starbucks at first. Actually, I'll take it back further than that. Arby's. So Arby's had these mocha chocolate lattes. So it's like the first coffee joints. That's the food. I had that as a kid. My dad used to take us there and grab them. So had those. Starbucks, Dunkin', you know, the standard franchise chain coffee stuff. And then when we moved here, so in Wilmington area, stuff is segregated by like main business centers because it's a small city. And where we lived, there wasn't nowhere for us to sit down. So I was like, let's figure out a way to kind of bring the community outside. This post-COVID, you know, people was in their house and they ain't had nowhere to go. They sitting up.
Yeah.
So just thinking about a way to kind of help build the community and make it a little bit better. You know, people had their opinions about Wilmington and like the stuff that goes on, but if you ain't doing nothing about it, there ain't much you can say. So we try to put our foot into it and actually have a say-so positively. This is my first physical storefront, like brick and mortar joint.
Yeah.
But business-wise, the ringer of entrepreneurship, ups, downs, spending bread on the wrong stuff, like paying attention to things that don't matter, like we were just talking about. So it's just, you know, it's not an overnight thing.
Yeah.
It's just a combination of all of that effort that has gone into other stuff is now working for this specific thing.
And the stuff's good.
Look perfect to me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know how you gotta like
perception, you know what I'm saying? Like about perception, bro, and like how you perceive it. So like,
but the food's good, the coffee's good. Like I'm not a big coffee drinker.
Yeah.
But they kind of got me getting into that wave. So I'll come here, I'll try something new, I'll get my pastries. And it's good to me to the point that I find myself, like if I go to Starbucks, I'll try something over there, which when I wouldn't, I would just go in there and get my lemon loaf and dip. Now,
lemon loaf.
Yeah, but to that credit, like I know there's better stuff than that. So like honestly, I might go get the lemon loaf, but I wish I could drive my behind an hour away and come grab a pastry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's definitely a testament because you want it to look good, but you also, when somebody do come in the door and come check you out, you want to wow them too.
Yeah, it's that combination, man, where now we live in an era where people take a picture of their food before they even taste it. Mm-hmm. So you gotta have something that's presentable, just off the rip, which is a challenge in itself, because some stuff look good, don't taste good. So balancing that is the harder part now. Like I didn't go to school for culinary or nothing like that neither, but I had worked in restaurants and I know about plating food and having things look a certain way when it's like, you know, just presentation wise, plating for how it looks to the customer. You know, people eat with their eyes first. So that's one of the challenges, but you know, it's a part of business too, where you have to be able to adapt. Where social media wasn't a thing 10 years ago, for real.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't as prevalent, I'll say, but you gotta play the game if you plan on being relatively successful.
Yeah.
It's mandatory now.
Yeah.
And it's for all of us, you know. Not only is being recognizable as building your own thing and sustaining that, but as far as also taking risks. Let's talk a little bit about that, because a little like that's important too.
Yeah.
But not only just taking risks just for the sake of doing it, you know, especially as men, we take risks, but there's also people dependent on everying being
I ain't get to that
okay.
flashcard. Hold on.
You know what I mean? So I do want to talk a little bit about that. I know me personally, while it may not be the coffee business, and that's pretty extreme too. So I don't, you know, hopefully that don't happen.
Hey, man.
But
That's
like,
crazy. I ain't never,
you know,
I ain't
and,
know about
you know,
that shit.
I'm not a millionaire by any stretch, but you know, doing media, you got to buy all of this stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You talking $2,500, $3,000.
And people don't understand why you spend that money.
And I'm not doing, like, I don't do credit cards. Like, I don't do it off of credit cards. I go buy this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You're a strong man. Cause I go in there, I'll be like, shit, swipe the card.
Yeah, bro.
I pay that shit later.
Bro.
Yeah, exactly. I figure that shit out later.
I told you 2 episodes ago. Look. I'm trying to be more fiscally responsible, but trying to do that while building a business, sometimes don't coexist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? You might buy a camera and it's like, all right, I just need stuff to hold on just for, you know what I mean? Just
it gets shaky, we just hold on.
You know what I mean? While I build it back up for a second, you know what I mean? And
give you a minute.
And look, build it back up and do what? Buy another, and it's like, bro, you just got out there.
Cycle, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, if things work, like you gotta be able to persevere. And I don't want to give nobody any bad advice. I'm just saying what works for me. You know what I mean? But like, it is
everybody
hard.
gotta make their own mistakes.
It is hard because, you know, stuff is expensive. The world has gotten expensive now, whether people want to admit it or not. It definitely seems like the government's trying to break us. Like, see how far. I don't see
how
people,
much you can make, how much you can work, how much you can grind.
I don't see lines out that Louis Vuitton store no more. I tell you that. And you remember how deep that got.
That was some COVID checks. That was everybody's out there. I said, damn.
You remember how deep that got.
Like the dollar store.
So like, you know what I mean? You definitely don't want to do something where it harms your family.
Yeah, long term.
You know what I'm saying?
Long term.
man.
Even short term. Even short term, you know what I mean? I don't want something to happen where it's like, hey, listen, we on oodles and noodles this week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All that going out to eat shit, we gonna have to stop.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
and then summertime coming, man. You wanna go out and have fun and shit. You wanna do shit. You know what I'm saying?
I hit them sips, man.
Take a walk, a lot of walks. We're gonna be taking a lot of walks. Cause it's like, I don't know, like just in the whole everything, man. Like taking, like you said, like taking your money and buying equipment and buying cameras and stuff like that. Like for me, I'd be like, I'd never pay $2,500 for no camera. But you like, yo, that's an investment for you. You know what I'm saying? So people, and that's why I say to you, like, when people sit there and be like, I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't do this. I'm like, yeah, but they don't understand, they don't see it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, like, I might buy something, they might be like, why the fuck did you buy that? That was stupid. I'm like, no, but I know what my plan is, though. You know what I'm saying? And your plan ain't for everybody else. And that's why I said to you a while ago, like, everything ain't for everybody. So when you sitting there and you doing you, do you. Stop involving everybody in you. You know what I'm saying? So,
shoot, I don't. When I'm having a conversation about something that got to do with me trying to better myself in the future, it's not really a conversation. It's me telling you what I'm going to do. It's really closed.
It's just me talking.
It's closed.
Because I just want to hear it outside. Yeah.
It's not really room for discussion in that. You know what I mean?
And that's the part of being driven, because I think we all driven individuals.
Yeah.
We made it to this point alone, you know. Yeah. So having that drive and knowing where you're going, it's hard for people to walk you off that path. And that's where I kind of push back on people where they be like, oh, well, you know, somebody told me something like, nah, if you gonna do it, you gonna do it. As men, you know, once you say something, you either mean that shit or you lying. It's only two things that is gonna happen. Either you gonna do what you said, or motherfucker gonna look at you as a liar. Like, which one do you prefer?
And you a liar until you prove it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, having that conscious part of our mind say, look, all right, let me go ahead. Like you saying, you locked in. Like I got shit to do. Yeah.
It ain't sitting there watching TV. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like you see, like you might hear somebody like, yo, like you know what I'm saying? You might be like, yo, I'm about to open a coffee shop up. I'm like, all right. Like, but the motherfucker say, yo, I just bought these sneaks. They was 1,200. You know what I'm saying? And I went and bought this jacket. It was a 500. You know what I'm saying? You like, this nigga ain't open no coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? He ain't open no fucking coffee shop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I got another question.
Yeah.
So, when is it okay to quit? Right? If there is a time that it's okay to quit.
I guess I'll phrase it to, is it okay to give something up or to pivot? I'll say, I'll term it that way, to pivot, not necessarily quit, because, you know, quitting has a negative connotation in itself, and it might not necessarily be quitting, it might just be timing off. So I think that it is perfectly okay to pivot, regardless of how it look to anybody else. Because if you're doing it to please anybody else outside of yourself, or do something that's beneficial to you, your family, your loved ones, then you're already moving wrong. So for me, I had to pivot essentially from clothes. So I have clothes, but I don't actively pursue making clothes anymore. Even though I still love it, I got a passion for it. I made these hoodies, I designed the hoodies, the pants and shit that's over there. Like I put effort into all that stuff, but that's not.
I'm kind of mad at myself too, because y'all both wearing hoodies and shit, and I'm just sitting with a t-shirt on. But it's cool. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, I got one for you. But yeah, so just, you know, adjusting, you know, I'm still doing that, but it's in a different vein.
Yeah.
So I would never knock somebody for adjusting their approach or their timeline for the benefit of themselves, because I think that adjustment alone is gonna get them closer to wherever they're trying to be. Because I saw it happen for me, where I stopped making clothes in like 2020, end of 2020, 2021. And it allowed me the opportunity to look into opening a coffee shop. Because if I was focusing on the clothes full time like I probably wouldn't have seen this opportunity.
So we touched on a lot of not only stuff that makes it work, but stuff to keep it working. But I like to mix the good with the bad. That's just kind of me.
Hey,
so yeah. So I do want to talk about some times where all of us kind of like didn't deliver for our customer. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or maybe the customer didn't know, but we knew, like, you know what, man, I kind of either shorted that person, or like that wasn't the vision that I had. And like, you know, I'll start. I relatively new in the media space, but not really, because I've been doing it for years, kind of just unofficially. But I did get, this was last year now, I got booked for a gentleman. And, you know, that told me what he wanted to get done. So, okay, cool. Got all the information. Okay, bet. Was really excited. We moved forward. And I think initially, like, it was pretty good. So it was like, hey, you know, instead of that, you know, let's make it this. I was like, okay, we can do that too. You know what I mean? Because you're thinking, like, you know, you always want to say yes. You always want to say yes. You always want to say yes. And be, you know what I mean? And then so
spot in itself.
yes, it is tough. It is tough, and it's it's not the customer's fault because it's up to you to be like, hey, I don't feel comfortable, or like let's kind of take it back to the drawing board and then do because this is a whole new thing. It seems like. So long story short, by the end of it, because it had went through several like kind of different iterations, but by the end of it, it was just like, man, like I would have did that differently had I known what the end result was supposed to be in the beginning. Yeah. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like I could have said something. You know what I mean? Or I could have, you know what I mean? Or maybe I wasn't ready for what that was. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but I mean, before I would say just like it's a tough space, especially like because we all in the service industry.
Yeah.
Like we are providing a service.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is always to kind of make the customer feel good and like please them in a sense, And that's a tough spot to be in, especially kind of like.
Don't say nothing crazy.
No. People don't know what they want.
Yeah.
A lot of times people don't know what they want.
Yeah.
So it makes our job a little bit more difficult to kind of steer them into what they want.
Yeah.
Because you gotta fish and pry and ask questions and do all these things to kind of like, hey, is this something that you would like, or would you like to? Is that, would you, is that?
You got to put that voice on too, yeah.
Exactly.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, definitely. Yo, you ain't lying.
I mean, we drop ball all the time, man. Like, in my perspective, in my perspective, there are a lot of things that we could do a lot better. And I don't know if that's just something that's just me pointing that, like pushing that button, saying, we could have did that better, we could have made that better, we could have, said hello to them sooner, we could have given them their food faster. Like all that stuff is I think that's part of the business, just refining those skills and having those errors, man. Like I appreciate errors. I learned most from errors where we'll make a drink wrong. Like I made they specifically asked me for cold like lattes or whatever. And the first two I gave them, it was 3 people. First 2 I gave them hot. And I was like, yeah. They said something to me, and it takes something for me personally. Like, it takes a lot for me to say something to somebody in the food service industry specifically that they messed my shit up. So they said something, and I'm like, oh fuck. And I apologize like 4 or 5 times. They were like, stop, it's all good, it's straight. But
Yeah, Starbucks fuck up all the time.
For sure.
So don't feel bad.
But I don't have room for error that Starbucks got.
Yeah.
So that's what I think personally.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't have the opportunity to, make an error 70 times a day.
Especially with a first-time customer too.
Yeah,
like.
it was first time in. I was trying to make a good impression. I want to repeat customers, all those type of things. So I was apologizing. They were like, "Nah, you good." And I think we apologized so much, it kind of got on their nerves.
So that's another error. That's another joint you gotta correct them.
I'm like, oh,
Messed up again.
Fucked up. Now you keep fucking up. You're like, yo, just chill.
Like, this motherfucker apologizing. I ain't never going back in.
Yeah, he kind of weird.
So, like, yeah, I mean, so, and the amount of times for that opportunity in this business is a lot, I say. Like, it's like 30% of the time you got an opportunity to make an error. So it's kind of just like, after a while you just get to the point that it's just like, either they gonna like it or they don't. If they don't, then it is what it is. And I'll deal with the repercussions afterwards, but right now I can't let it bother me. It may not never hit the fan, so until the fan turn on, it don't matter.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I found like I do a lot of things better loose. And it's like, it's something you gotta remind yourself to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're dealing with a first-time customer, when you dealing with a first time customer, or when I'm, you know what I mean, it's kind of like, or somebody like, hey, I need you to do this event. Like, I'm nervous, like I'm getting ready for a basketball game or something like that, but like, there are very rare times where it's like either I think about it or I just go in like, you know, like, nah, I'm just gonna kill it. Like, that just is what it is. Like, and like, it's much better. Even when I go intense, I still do a good job, but when I go in loose and just very confident, you know what I mean? It feels better to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think we don't think enough too to just be like, yo, we've been doing this for long enough now. You know what I mean? You make a mistake, you apologize,
that's what come with
you
it,
fix
though.
it, and
Time,
you go.
Over time, you build like, I guess you get like wisdom in your craft. You know what I'm saying? So like, you with media or you with coffee, you know what I'm saying? Like owning the shop and stuff, like you just get, like over time, you just be like, yeah. Like I know what I'm doing.
It's like a muscle. You get the muscle. Where it's just like, oh yeah, nah, we good.
Yeah.
Like
I that feeling,
bro, like it's definitely that. And like, even for me, like I fucked up with scheduling. You know what I'm saying? Like I schedule somebody and like, oh, I thought you were supposed to come. And like, shit, I still got like 2 more hours before I get there. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
they be like, oh, well, like I thought you was gonna do this and do that, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, and like now I gotta cut a discount or something. Mm-hmm. And I felt like for me, unless you can guarantee it to yourself, don't guarantee it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta explain what you mean.
So like, let's see you doing your media thing, right?
Yeah.
And you like, yo, I'm gonna shoot this video, and I guarantee you gonna get like, let's say you're doing like a commercial for Instagram or something, right? Mm-hmm. You like, yo, I guarantee like this video about to get you like at least 100 new followers or 1,000 new followers. Don't guarantee that shit if you don't in your mind really believe that shit because it sound good. You feel what I'm saying? Like you know for sure, and like you've done it before. Because like for me, like I get clients and I'm like, yo, I can do this, that, one thing, another. I'll be there at such and such time, blah, 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 blah. And then they come, I'm like, shit, I'm running late. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I ain't do exactly what they wanted me to do. They're like, no, it's cool. I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm not happy with it. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like you gotta make yourself personable to your clients, man, and then take that time. Yeah. You know, especially when you a small business, you know what I'm saying? So like, you're not a franchise business. Like when you're a small business and you going in and you being like, yo, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like you can tell them like, hey, like, you know, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do like you, like for you, like, yo, I'm gonna do this for you. Like we're gonna do this, we're gonna do these angles. Like I think, like you give them suggestions, cause like he said, like people don't know what they want. Yeah. But when you give them the idea in their head, then they be like, oh, that sounds cool and that sounds good. Like I didn't think about that. Now it's like they like you more. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like you gotta think of yourself going to somewhere and being like, if somebody, like you know what I mean? Like if you don't know nothing about something that you want done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want your house redone. You're like, yeah, I want this. I want these ceilings like this, and I want this. And well, like, yo, you don't want that. Listen, trust me, you don't want that. This is what you really want. And you're like, oh, that do sound cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know, like, you want your room like this. You want hardwood floors. You don't want the carpet. Trust me, you don't want the carpet. You want the hardwood floors right here. You know what I'm saying? You want these kind of cabinets. You want this. You're like, oh, that do make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
but confidence exudes in everything. And that's kind of what people want, because it's, when you say people, and when you both say people don't know what they want somebody that's confident to help them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because if you come at them and you like, no, you don't want that carpet, bro. You want this hardwood floor. You don't even want that laminate. You want this kind of floor. And they like, yeah.
They can tell you the reasons why though.
Or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah. I definitely do.
So like, all right. So we all work, right? And we grind. And like I said, I don't got time to watch TV and shit. Like I be fucking working, okay? And like, but like, when is it okay to take a vacation? And then, all right, so like for me, right? Like I take a vacation, like I just been learning this recently. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I do a lot of like self-reflecting. You know what I'm saying? I look at myself and I say, and like, for me, like, I work and then I think about money. And like working and thinking about money 24/7. So it's like, these clients gonna make me this money, and this money gonna get me this, and then I could I could do this with it, and it's just like all day, all fucking night, sun up, sundown, wake up, go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? It's all I'm thinking about. But like, when do you shut it off? And the thing is, for me, I felt like when I take a vacation or I take a break, it make me come back to everything a lot better.
Yeah, strong.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say that the break is required. It's not optional. It's required because you get a different perspective during that time. Because now you see what you're not doing.
Yeah.
You get a way better picture on like, oh man, you know, I can cut that out. I don't have to do this. Like, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Like you something like, especially when you building a business from scratch, you have to incorporate processes and like all these different things into it. So some of those things you add in are because you are inexperienced or you learn the process. But you start removing some of that stuff when you take a break because now you see like, oh, I'm not doing that now, and it's not losing anything.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not taking a step back no more if I don't do that. So let me eliminate that thing that's probably take an hour out your day. Now you're more efficient. You can hit a couple more washes. We can, you know, do a couple more cups. You can shoot more film. Like is finding those. I think vacations are the opportunity to
The necessities.
shut things down to the bare minimum.
Right.
So, like, we got employees. If they're not able to maintain while we gone, we not doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So that gives, like, now I get to see the flaws. Why they calling me, but the light's not on? All right, here go the switch, or coffee machine ain't turning on. Oh, all right, this is what you need to do. So, but having those things in place would get kind of taken for granted because I work for a couple Fortune 500 companies and they got all this shit written down. So if you're not writing your shit down, do it now. They shit gotta be able to work without you being there. That's the only way the business is gonna grow beyond you. So people be talking about mailbox money and residuals and like all that stuff. If you still in the spot, you're not getting none of that.
You don't got no employees, you're not doing something the fuck right. Employees measure your success in your business.
I guess.
Hey, I got a caveat to that. Hey, roll the motherfucker. But yeah, vacation give me the opportunity. It just me perspective. Like my man Daryl say, I don't want to give nobody no bad advice. So for me, vacations give me the opportunity to see things from a different perspective and kind of clear up some of the day-to-day, because when I'm working day-to-day, I don't have opportunity to sit down and reflect. Like, I'm an introspective person. I like to think about how I talk to people, what I say, mannerisms. Like, I think about this stuff on regular. So if I had the opportunity to take myself away from that and sit down and think about it, and I ain't getting no phone calls, I ain't making no coffee. All right, well, shit, what am I missing? All right, bet. When I get back, we in motion. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get to it. Now you got a whole nother game plan. So that's how I look at vacation.
Yeah. And look, so him and his lady were one of the couples that went with us on a vacation I was talking about last year.
Right, got it.
Shout out
to my defense, I ain't need another one or two people sitting there watching me get cussed out. But anyway, I definitely remember thinking like, yo, because his phone would ring, you know what I mean? You could tell it was stuff from here, and be like, man, I'm glad I'm not him. Because he had to step away and like, hey, you know what I mean, handle that, take care of that. Good problems to have, I'm sure, but problems nonetheless. Yeah. But also, I did get to see, like, you know, we doing all of this. I'm getting in trouble with the cameras. My homie Nigel, he got his cameras and stuff out.
He dealing with coffee
He's
shit.
thinking, no. He's sitting on the balcony. He taking in the moment, and he like just
enjoying it.
Really just enjoying his time away. and even being
you gotta
there,
do that.
You know what I mean? You know, I was even envious of like, yo, like I could see an aura. Like it seemed like it was euphoric to him because anytime I'm around James, you could kind of see him thinking. You could see it, bro. So like even out there, I could see him take a deep breath. And I don't remember the last time, if ever, that I got to see him do that. So I know that was one of the coolest things. And that's why I do know that taking vacation is important. Now, I know it's a lot to think about. You know what I mean? Even if you go and even if he just stay home, like, but you got to take a hiatus.
No,
but
you
it's
can't
just
stay home.
like
You gotta
regardless. But like, cause you know, I know what you do. And my customers gonna wait. You know what I mean? I'm spending money. I'm not making money right now. Yeah. Like just all that type of stuff.
But see, I learned about that, man, and like that's why I said to you too. And I've been saying this for the last like 2 weeks, right? And it sound crazy. Don't listen. Don't y'all fucking look at me like something wrong with me, right? Because I've been drinking and shit. Don't fucking look at me, right? Yeah, but real shit. Like this is real shit, and I feel this shit. Stomach, right? The universe will provide, bro.
Saying the universe. I say God. He said
every time. That's what I'm talking about.
My God. Look, we're on the same page. I just say God. He say the universe.
However
the fuck you want to word it, all right? Listen.
However you turn every single time. Get out of the fucking way.
Bro, listen, all right, so listen, right? So I'm gonna tell you where I got this shit from. I go to therapy, right? I'm not fucked up. Y'all don't.
We all messed up a little bit. I don't know why you trying to act.
Fuck you. I'm not fucked up. So listen, this thing, right? And the thing is, like, going in there, and it was crazy because after I did that, John, like, I think it was like the next day, I was watching some show. Actually, I was watching like, I'm not even gonna tell you what it was. But listen, I was watching this show, right? And he was like, yo, universe is gonna provide. And boy, like, fuck you talking about? Like, we gotta make the money, we gotta do this, that, one thing, another. Like, what are you talking about? And he was like, yo, you ain't get paid in like 9 months. He was like, everything will work out, right? Boy wrote jingles, right? And he was like, yo, I'll be fine. Like, don't worry about it. He's like, yo, how we gonna pay the mortgage? Like, how we got all these bills? Da, 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 da. Yo, his brother like sitting there, he doing whatever. He go to his baby mom. He like, yo, you take my child support, come over with you. We ain't got no way to pay these bills. He went as far as going to like try like test out new products at the doctor's office, shit like that. Like, and he going through it. He losing his hair, motherfucker getting skin rashes and shit. He passing the fuck out randomly. You know what I'm saying? And he chilling, bro. And he like, yo, I'm chilling. And he like, and then he get a call. He like, yo, $2 million deal because I like the way your jingle sounded. I want to give you I want you to do a sound check. He like, all right, cool. He said, yeah, you got another check for you on the way. He's like, all right, cool. He's like, see, told you. Like, universe. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I'll be like, bro, but it be.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
And I believe in energy, right? And like the energy you put out is the energy you get back. And like once you put out that negative energy, like, I'm broke, I'm fucked up, or this ain't working, and all the negative shit, all that come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So like when you put it out, you be like, yo, we're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's why you was at the mall. I was like, yo, grab me some Jones. You was like, bro, you just bought. I was like, yo, it's gonna
he had
be
a
all
friend. He said, yo, give me a pair of Air Forces. I said, brother, you just had a brand new pair on the last episode. He like, yeah, give me another pair. I said, I'm gonna protect your bank account. I'm not getting you another pair, my man.
It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? The money gonna come back. And like the thing is money, bro, and it all go around.
Yeah.
Like it's no point in you saving $100 for what? You spend that on food.
Say that $100, y'all. Say that $100. But you get his point. Save your $100 if you ain't gotta spend it.
No, I ain't saying that. Listen, everybody in a different financial status. I ain't saying go fuck your bread up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, like you only live once though. You know what I'm saying?
But definitely, but like, be a good person.
Live your life.
Be a good person.
Stop living in fear all day, every day.
You say universe, I say God. However y'all see it, you gonna get out what you get back. Or you gonna get back what you put out. Be good to people, more, in abundance,
you get back
and
more
both.
Than you put out.
Yeah.
And I say it that way. Like you were saying, if it's negative shit you think about negative, that shit gonna come back tenfold negative.
Yep.
So you gotta adjust your mental enough to balance yourself.
Yep.
However that look. You know, everybody got a different life. Everybody
And the vacations help.
Yep.
for sure.
Cause you sit there, you be like, yo, I take a break. Like, I know for me, like, I take a break, and I be chilling. And sometimes I need that shit, like, not think about nothing, cause I come back so clear-headed. You know what I'm saying? It's like clean out your closet and be like, yo, I can put all new clothes in here now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I can go back in that joint and be like, all right, I'm tackling this joint totally different. Instead of you being in it, you be like, fuck, I gotta make the money. It's like, yo, it's kind of like relax, man.
You're standing too close.
Yeah.
So that's what the vacation do. It pull you away a little bit.
I like that.
It gets you further away from the picture, so you can see the bigger picture. Like, you got a plan in place. You know what your plan is, but once you start getting in the weeds with it, it's harder to see the bigger picture.
Facts.
Every single day, that shit get harder to see. So take that time, sit with yourself, sit with the people you love, let the people refill you, because.
And you come back with better energy.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Like, it's very hard for you to take a vacation and come back worse than you left.
All right, so we got a
great
couple
things with
more. We got a couple more things to talk about, but we're gonna say farewell to James.
Hey.
He's been giving us great convo. We appreciate you coming on, and we appreciate you letting us be in your shop.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
I appreciate y'all. And if you ain't tapped in yet, if you ain't subscribed, y'all niggas is I'm sorry. Y'all bullshit. Hey, y'all better stop playing. We gonna come find you.
Facts though. Facts though.
Cheers.
All right, so we done talked about everything, just about. I do want to talk about complaining about support, because that's something I see often, and I'm not even gonna act like I'm exempt from feeling that way.
Goddamn.
But I definitely told myself to not be one of those people, as hard as it may be. So how you feel about, kind of complaining about support? Because it's definitely valid, especially when you see family, you see friends. Mugs of support, some people are close to you will support somebody doing the same thing before they support you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you
Yeah.
kind of got to grit and bear certain things like that. Like,
I'm gonna see how I can fucking word this shit. Hold on.
what you trying to put a filter on? Since
no.
when?
No, shut up, nigga. Listen. All right, here's the thing, right? First of all, fuck you for saying that shit.
Bro, say what you got to say.
And listen, no, real shit though. Like, all right, I feel like when you are doing your thing, right, and you having support, or you expecting support, and expecting people to sit there and see your vision, right, and doing what, supporting something that you want or that you see. Mm-hmm. I feel like sometimes it's unrealistic, and you let yourself down. You be like, oh, like, why is this person not giving me this, or why are they not supporting me on this? Like, that's not their job. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not their obligation. That's not something they obligated to do. You gotta do what you gotta do, because that's your life. Mm-hmm. That's your brand or your business, and the person that's gonna benefit from it is you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you sitting there and being like, why is this person not buying my t-shirts? Or why is this person not getting their car washed? Or why is this person not getting their dog groomed? Or why is this person, like, fucking matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna do it, are you doing it so they can support you, or are you doing it because that's something that you want to do? And I feel like you gotta come back to the realization that you doing it for you, regardless of what anybody else feel about your stuff. Because at the end of the day, whether you're in a relationship, whether you family, friends, and shit like that, this shit, it benefits you. It don't only benefit you, but it benefits you.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So are you gonna do what it take to make it happen, or are you only gonna do what it take if somebody supports you? Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I mean, I agree with you. I think nobody owes you anything.
Right.
Nobody owes you anything. When I see Muggs doing that, and it's like, yo, like, I don't, you know what I mean, or doing whatever, posting this, saying that, like, I get it, but nobody owes you a damn thing. But at the same time, I can see where people get upset, because, like, I know when I'm doing things, yes, does it benefit me? It's gonna benefit me first. But once it's overflowing, I'm looking for a way to help those people, whoever it is. You know what I mean? So,
But that's your choice, though.
Of course.
Right. So that's nobody else's choice but yours.
Oh, they gonna want something.
They gonna want something.
Don't think
but everything.
1 minute.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying though. Like everything is your shit you doing is a choice. Like you choosing to help this motherfucker. You choosing to sit there and give back. Like you don't have to. Ain't nobody telling you to. And if they look at you fucked up, that's fine. You didn't support me any fucking way. So at the end of the day, what do it matter? You know what I'm saying? We all gonna come back full circle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't help you, yeah, but you ain't support me, so now we here. Now what?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that when you doing you, do you.
Yeah.
And then don't feel obligated to help. And I feel like that'd be a lot of people's weakness and they downfall. They start a business, they start making money, they go, oh, I'm gonna give to this person. I'm gonna give to this person. Yo, let me ask you a question, right? What person you know, right, stayed where they was at, even though they leveled up, still stayed where they was at and made it? Real shit.
Yeah.
Like real shit though. Everybody that make it, they start moving on. They give like your circle gonna change, and that's just natural.
Oh yeah.
It's growth.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm doing this in business, but like now I'm not making $100,000 a year. Now I'm making 500. Your friend, your circle gonna change. You making $1 million, your circle gonna change.
Yeah.
The people you hang out, the shit you do, because now these people can do the same shit you can do, or you can do the same shit they can do. You know what I'm saying? That's like you going to LA Fitness versus going to a Lifetime Fitness, and you like, yo, I'm paying $35 versus paying $100 a month for a gym membership. The people you hang out gonna change, just naturally. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not willing to evolve or grow,
Yeah.
you gonna stay shrunk.
Yeah. No, I think, and the main reason why I wanted to actually discuss this is just to kind of like, hopefully, like I said, if you can help one person, whatever the case may be, and kind of explain how it helps me, because like I said, we can say all of that stuff that sounds good, but you feel what you feel. All right,
you definitely feel
what
it.
you feel,
Yeah.
and I think it's valid. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
It's only at the top.
All of that, it is definitely, I guess it's that, but we still fine. But I just think that, like, hey, man, like I said before, nobody owes you nothing. And it's a learning lesson because a lot of things, it's the microwave era now. Everything's supposed to happen quick, but it doesn't, man. It doesn't happen quick, and you got to earn people's support. And the tough reality is your target audience isn't even most of the time the people that you know. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a sad and that's a harsh reality. People going to do what they want to do, but it's going to be some people that's close to you. You like, man, like, yo, like, I would have never thought that you wouldn't look out. But that person still doesn't owe you that. You could feel some type of way, but that person didn't owe you that. And like, it just makes you better. It makes you should want to persevere. You should want to persevere and be better because people want to see if you actually going to contribute something. They're going to want to actually see if that you true to your word.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's easy to start something. It's easy to do something for 3 months. It might even be easy to do something for 6 months. But are you going to keep going? Are you going to keep improving and stick with it? And you know what I mean? You make it undeniable. You force people to mess with you because it's like, yo, that mug is just that good. He that bull, like, he just that good. And he stayed with it. He stuck with it. Like, I've never understood the people that don't understand. Like, when I first got with my lady now, y'all gonna kill me now because everything's about my wife. Every episode, my wife.
She gonna kill you. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's my reality, y'all. I can
You know what I mean? Like,
I can only speak my truth, y'all. But anyway, when I first got...
listen, I got your back.
Listen. When I first got with her, and she still is the entrepreneur, but she was an entrepreneur before I even knew, and this was before it became popular. This was before it became popular, and it was just one of those things where it's like, hey, like, I kind of get money off the internet, and I'm like, what is that? And she was like, I do this, I do that, and I saw checks come in for thousands of dollars, and I wasn't getting checks for thousands of dollars, so I'm like, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm good with that.
I see the money.
I never touched the camera before, but you want me to hold it and just show me how? And she put it in my hand and say, babe, stand right here. don't move, and boom, and that's basically how I learned. But anyway, that's how I learned. And now it kind of molded me.
She created a monster.
Yeah, so, but not just with cameras, but just wanting to do something for your own self. And like, I never really understand people that are not able to be like, hey, you trying to do something, and I see you. And not only am I okay, like, I want to help you do this. Like, what can I contribute?
Yo, so listen. So when I first started detailing, I got a mobile detailing business. And when I first started, I had a van, and the van wasn't wrapped, no nothing. I think my equipment was shitty. Like, I had shitty equipment. I was just starting out, and I guess for me, like, I was all about giving quality work out, which I still am. So like, quality work. And I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? It's just growth in your business. Mm-hmm. And I remember doing this dude's car, right? This bull car, and he had a truck, and he had a flooring business, right? He put down floors, whatever, wooden floors, carpet, whatever. And he came to me after I did his truck. He was like, yo, I know this isn't much, but I'm giving you an extra $20. And I was like, fuck. And at the time, I was like, fuck, I'm about to do $20. And he was like, yo, you need to get your van wrapped. And I was like, fuck does that mean? And he was like, yo, you gotta get your van wrapped because it's gonna market your business. And it's gonna do so much better for your business. And I know it's only $20, but I just want you to put it away because I want you to really get your van wrapped. And I was like, I don't got it like that to give to you. Like, I'm giving you what I can, you know what I'm saying? And I always thought about that shit. Like, I always thought about it. And it's the dumbest shit, but it was like, yo, it hit me super hard. And I was like, damn, this boy like really believed in me. Like, he gave me an extra $20, right? And I know it's not much, but whatever. And every day I thought about that shit. Every day. I don't know why it stuck, but it stuck. And I was like, every day I thought about that shit. Every day I thought about it. And I finally got my van wrapped. It cost me like $1,200, I think, to get my van wrapped, right? $1,500, something like that. And no lie, as I got it wrapped, I think I drove home. I got 5 phone calls on my way home. Yo, we just seen your van. Blah, blah. Like, you know, we seen the number on there.
Yeah.
I want a book. I was like, oh shit.
Hell
like,
yeah.
I just got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it took me like another 6 months to a year to get it wrapped. And I was like, shit. Every man I get from now on is getting fucking wrapped. Like, I was like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, this boy knew the fuck he was talking about. But I think from one business to another, from one business owner to another, he knew or he felt the energy and was like, yo, this dude is like, he's chasing his passion, or he's chasing, you know what I'm saying? He's chasing his dream. Yeah. And I think that was something that he was like, yo, like, I'm gonna support him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you said, support come from places where you don't expect it, or from people that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And that shit hit me super hard.
You know what I mean? Just a little bit what we, nah, you go ahead. Tell them what you got.
I mean, tell us what you got, man.
Just a little bit of what we was drinking. T-shirt, some merch. Got some merch.
Yeah, man. Yeah, support us, man. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man, if y'all want T-shirts, y'all want hoodies, I mean, we doing hoodies and T-shirts right now. So just DM us.
I like that one you got. Do I got that one? I do got that one.
Yeah, you do.